is Kate. Welcome to Covert Narcissist 101. Thank you for joining me. Haven't subscribed? Please do. Guys, today's topic is how or four things you witness, or four signs that you see that a covert narcissist counterparenting isn't working for them. The covert narcissist counterparenting with you isn't working for them. And these are the four signs you see with your children. You know, we don't have any blueprint. We're doing the best you can, trying to still maintain some kind of normalcy for the children as you're trying to deal with this toxic individual who is out to counter whatever you say. It doesn't matter who gets burned in the process, as long as they're going against whatever it is you are saying when it comes to children. So you have that worry of, making sure the children don't, end up like them, of course, or thinking this is, their fault or something like that, which is all what the covert narcissist is doing. They don't really care. We know they don't care about the children. So when you see some of these signs that show up that what you're doing, which is, hopefully you've listened to me long enough here and to other people that you focus more on your actions. There's no need to go start, going back and forth with the covert narcissist. That's what they want. And of course, you keep your children as far away from the nonsense as possible while you focus on your action. Not just words, because the covert narcissist is about words. So one of them, guys, is no fear. No fear. And I tell you guys this, and the children start having zero fear. My daughter is about to be 12, and when this happened, she was 6, I believe. And I could see the progression from, how they were with the covert narcissist, when he comes to pick them up or whatever, they're all panicking and they're running around. They're trying not to offend him. They're trying not to get him to start talking, and I see that, happen over the years. But I tell you guys, something happened to her last week, I believe, when they went over there. And I think she said something about she wanted to drink cranberry juice or something, and he's all out going crazy, yelling about this is not good for her, blah, 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 blah. And then she told me, she said, "Mom, I felt nothing." I said, "What do you mean you felt nothing?" It's like, I thought I should be scared, but I felt nothing when he was yelling about this. Because I'm just wondering why this is just cranberry juice, and I think this all the time at home, which is, with me. So I don't understand why he's yelling. So I figured, I guess that's not my problem. Maybe he has issue with the cranberry juice, but not me. And what I got from there was she said, "I thought I was going to be scared, Mom, but I wasn't scared." And I was like, shouldn't I be feeling something now? And I'm not. I'm like, wow. I could not even tell you, like, I was smiling the whole time. Oh my God, they finally, they finally understand that this isn't about them. This is not about, they finally understand this person, so the kids show no fear. It doesn't start like that, in the beginning, but eventually they understand this person and they show no fear when they're concerned. 2, of course, is, guys, they now start asking, challenging questions. They start questioning things. And this, again, another story. My son, that was over the weekend before they went over to the covert narcissist's house. He kept calling the house phone or whatever. And I think they took a nap or something and they didn't answer the phone. So as I was, walking in, the phone finally rang and my son was answering the phone. And I guess he was trying to explain to him, okay, we're sleeping. That's why we didn't answer the phone. And then from his end of the discussion, his conversation, he said, apparently told him, "Why didn't you answer the phone? Why did you ignore it? The 2 times I called you guys, you didn't answer the phone." And my son was like, wait, Dad, why wouldn't I answer the phone? Just like that. Why wouldn't I answer the phone? I guess said something else. He's like, "No, but you said that I ignored the phone calls, the first 2 phone calls." I said, and I'm asking, why would I do that? And then I think immediately he switched the topic to talking about his his half brother over there with the new supply, and that was how that ended. So when he got off the phone, I said, "What is that about?" He's like, "I don't understand why he would think I was hear the phone ring and not answer it. Why would I do that?" So these are some of the things that will happen. Is that where the kids literally when he put him on the spot, like, okay, why would I do that? He had no answer for him. So he immediately switched another topic. Because he has no answer for him. After I asked him, "Why wouldn't I answer the phone call twice? You called early. Now I answered the 3rd time." Even though I already explained to you that I was taking a nap and I finally heard the phone call, I finally answered the phone. But this is what happens. The kids are asking challenging questions. 3, guys, is no expectation. They don't feel bad about this. They've attached their zero expectation with this person. Which means when the kids are making plans, or you come to my recital, or come to my game, or come to this, they do not factor them in. They do not factor them in. I mean, if they show up, great, but they never make plans. If you hear your kids making plans about where they're going to, invite this aunt to, uncle to, or friend to, they will rarely mention these people because they've associated them with not showing up. And because they know this is what's going to happen, this is just them, they don't even factor them into any plans. And this leads me to the 4th one, which is, if they don't factor them into their plans, which means they are not internalizing whatever it is the covert narcissist behavior is, which means they believe that whatever they are doing is not, is not because of them. You understand? They believe that if they are disappointed, they disappoint them. It's not a reflection on the kids. It's on that person. And they finally, get it. Where, just because they didn't come to pick me up, that means I did something wrong, or I'm a bad child, or I wasn't a good boy, or whatever. No. When they get to this state, they finally understand that this is a reflection on those people's behavior. It has absolutely nothing to do with them. And this is what you strive to do, is like, because the covert narcissist will try to blame shift. They do the game thing. They do the whole thing. They're trying to make, project nonsense on everybody. They do the same thing with their children. And you worry that the kids might absorb what they're thinking, this is all my fault, I'm causing this, which is what the covert narcissist does. Everything is your problem. Everything is your fault. The same thing they did with you, they're doing with the kid. So when a child gets to the point where they understand this, they understand that this is not about me, this is about you. This is a you problem. This is nothing to do with me. You're doing a great job. You are on the right path. Just like I said, guys, focus on the actions. Focus on the action. Don't worry about the words. The covert narcissist will do what they do. Focus on the actions and trying to show the kids a different way of doing things. The covert narcissist obviously will fight you on anything at all. It doesn't matter how small it is. They will want to contradict that. It doesn't matter because they don't care about the kids. They genuinely do not care about the kids as much as it hurts to actually even understand this ourselves. But this is what they do. They don't care. All right, guys, get a hold of your mind and everything's falling into place. Please